meeting to order. Planning board business meeting, January 22nd. So join me for a salute to the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, announcement. This meeting has been duly advertised according to Section 5 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, Sunshine, also known as the Sunshine Law. Notice of the 2026 annual meeting schedule has been provided to the officially designated newspapers, the township clerk, posted on the township's website, and available at the Hillsborough Township Municipal Complex. Meeting and application documents and plans have been made available on the township's website at the portal for civicclerk.com at least 10 days in advance of this meeting. Complete application files are available in the Planning and Zoning Department for inspection in accordance with the public meeting notice. Can I get a roll call, please?
Mr. Vitale is absent. Mr. Wagner?
Here.
Mr. Srirachi?
Here.
Mr. Flagg?
Here.
Mr. Radowitz?
Here.
Mr. Deb?
Here.
Mr. Smith? Deputy Mayor Lapani?
Present.
Mayor Payne?
Here.
Vice Chair Peason?
Here.
Chair Ciccarelli?
Here.
Mr. Coyce?
Present.
Mr. Diani? Present. And myself and the videographer are here.
Okay. Consideration of meeting minutes. We have the November 13th, 2025 meeting minutes. Can I have a motion and a second? I'd like to check with council on who can vote.
Yes, sure, Mr. Chairman. Board members Wagner, Srirachi, Flagg, Radowitz, Deb, Smith, Lapani, Peason, and Ciccarelli.
Okay. Could I get a motion and a second
So moved. Second.
to approve? Okay. Roll call? Yeah.
Mr. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Srirachi?
Yes.
Mr. Flagg?
Yes.
Mr. Radowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Deb?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Lapani?
Yes.
Vice Chair Peason?
Yes.
Chair Ciccarelli?
Yes. Thank you. And same with the December 4th, 2025.
Sure, Mr. Chairman. We have board members Wagner, Srirachi, Radowitz, Vitale, Lapani, Payne, Peason, Ciccarelli.
Okay. Motion and a second to approve the
Payne should be not for December.
Yes, I am.
Excuse me.
Yes, I am.
For the 4th?
Because I watched it online.
No, this is the
and-
minutes. This is the minutes. You can't vote for minutes if you weren't actually there.
Why did I sign on?
That's all right.
It's really insignificant either way.
Yeah.
in my opinion, but
Yeah.
If you weren't there and you didn't, like, I would hold off on it.
That's fine. I was going to anyway, but
Thank you.
I was able to be called for it.
So moved. Second.
roll call.
Mr. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Srirachi?
Yes.
Mr. Radowitz?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Lapani?
Yes.
Mayor Payne?
Abstain.
Vice Chair Peason?
Yes.
Chair Ciccarelli?
Yes. All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman. Just for the record, for the board's edification, that leaves us with December 11th, 2025 as the only remaining minutes from 2025. I anticipate in February we will have them, and we will have 2025 completed
In the books.
in the books.
All right. Thank you. Consideration of resolutions. The first is the estate of Harriet E. Durling. Elizabeth Durling, Stronatco is the executrix. File 25-PB-03-SV.
So for the record, members eligible to vote on the memorialization of the resolution would be board members Wagner, Srirachi, Flagg, Radowitz, Deb, Lapani, Peason, Ciccarelli.
Okay. Do we need to have any comments on the resolution, or it's just a motion and a second?
Motion second, roll call.
Okay.
Memorialize.
All right, to memorialize, right. All right, so could I get a motion and a second to memorialize? Deb? And a second?
Second.
Your call. Roll call, please.
Mr. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Srirachi?
Yes.
Mr. Flagg?
Yes.
Mr. Radowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Deb?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Lapani?
Yes.
Vice Chair Peason?
Yes.
Chair Ciccarelli?
Yes, thank you. The second consideration resolution is the Green Care Farms LLC, file 24-PB-09-MSV. Could I get a motion and a second to memorialize that resolution?
We just, Mr. Chairman, note for the record, the eligible members to vote on the memorialization of this resolution will be board members Sirachi, Flagg, Vitale, Lapani, Peason, Chicarelli.
Thank you. Thank you. Can I get roll call in?
You get a motion first.
Oh, I thought
No. Motion.
motion and a second.
I make a
Second.
motion. Okay, there you go. Little slow.
Sorry, jumped the gun. I'm speeding around here.
Speed.
Speed approving. Roll call, please.
Mr. Sirachi?
Yes.
Mr. Flagg?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Lapani?
Yes.
Vice Chair Peason?
Yes.
Chair Chicarelli?
Yes. All right, thank you. Moving on to planning board business. The first is 303 Amwell Road, JMJ 4 ABEEL LLC, file 21-PB-17-MSPV. That application has been withdrawn. Mr. Coyce, do you want to elaborate on that?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we have been informed by the township attorney that the property has been acquired, deed in hand. And since then, the prior owner of the property has requested, all their funding to come back to them and escrow and everything like that. So this is just part of the process of getting this application off the books.
Okay, and that was open space, right?
Correct.
Township owns it. So that's just news. We don't have, no actions required, right?
No, just a notification that it's been withdrawn.
Okay. All right, and the second piece of business is the amended Sunnymead landfill redevelopment area, our preliminary investigation report. This had been adjourned from December 11th, 2025, with the re-notice. And I know we've been issued the preliminary report from the planning department. So, Mr. Coyce, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm just making sure that everything is working and making sure the map is up there. Okay. Okay. Thank you and good evening. For the record, my name is David Coyce, and I'm the planning director for the township. Tonight, I am presenting a preliminary investigation report prepared pursuant to the local redevelopment and housing law, NJSA 40A:12A-1. This redevelopment investigation was formally authorized by the Hillsborough Township Committee on August 13th, 2024, through the adoption of a resolution directing the planning board to conduct a preliminary investigation under the local redevelopment and housing law. The planning board is acting tonight in its statutory role under NJSA 40A:12A-6. The purpose of tonight's hearing is limited and procedural. The planning board is not being asked to approve a development project, approve or select a developer, amend zoning, or authorize condemnation or eminent domain. For the record, the preliminary investigation report concludes that one or more of the conditions set forth in NJSA 40A:12A-5 are present within the study area. The Sunnymead landfill redevelopment area was originally designated by the Township Committee in September 2007 and includes the former municipal landfill property identified as Block 182, Lot 7.02. I would like to bring to the board's attention and the public in attendance this evening to look at the screen there. The map shows Lot 7.02 in gray, and the lot that we're talking about this evening in blue, Lot 6. Sunnymead Ventures LLC is a designated redeveloper of Block 182, Lot 7.02 pursuant to a redevelopment and property sale agreement approved and recorded in 2023. That redeveloper designation applies only to the landfill parcel. No redeveloper has been designated for Block 182, Lot 6. No development rights are being granted for the parcel as of tonight's action. Now to the findings of the report. The study area, Block 182, Lot 6, has remained vacant and underutilized for more than 50-plus years, despite its strategic location adjacent to major transportation and utility infrastructure. Its current state of inactivity contrasts sharply with the surrounding corridor, which supports a mix of light industrial, warehousing, and utility-related uses. This condition demonstrates a persistent lack of productive use and reinvestment consistent with criterion E of the LRHL, specifically NJSA 40A:12A5, namely a growing or total lack of proper utilization resulting in land that is not fully productive or contributing to the general welfare. The property's improvement ratio of 0.00% and absence of any development for over 5 decades indicate a stagnant pattern of land use and economic inactivity. Although the lot once functioned as appurtenant farmland, the loss of farmland assessment status and its present isolation from active agricultural operations further reinforce its unproductive condition. The site's existing zoning, residential, agricultural, is incompatible with the physical setting and the surrounding land use pattern, thereby discouraging private investment and inhibiting reasonable reuse. Moreover, the study area directly adjoins Block 182, Lot 7.02, a previously designated redevelopment area encompassing the closed municipal landfill. The proximity and common ownership of these two parcels create a unified redevelopment opportunity. Pursuant to NJSA 40A:12A-3, properties that may not independently exhibit substandard physical conditions may nonetheless be included in a redevelopment area when such inclusion is necessary for the effective implementation of comprehensive redevelopment strategy. Integrating Lot 6 with the existing redevelopment tract allows coordinated remediation, infrastructure improvements, and land use planning that will advance public objectives while stimulating reinvestment in this underperforming corridor. Collectively, these factors demonstrate that the study area meets the intent and standards of the LRHL, the site's longstanding vacancy, lack of economic productivity, and functional relationship to the adjoining landfill redevelopment area justify its designation as a non-condemnation area in need of redevelopment. Redevelopment of this property will eliminate blighting influences associated with underutilization, support the planned closure and reuse of the former landfill, and promote orderly and sustainable growth consistent with Hillsborough Township's long-term land use and economic goals. Next steps. If the planning board recommends designation, the township committee may adopt a redevelopment designation resolution. Following designation, a redevelopment plan may be prepared. The redevelopment plan is the policy and regulatory document that would establish permitted uses, setbacks, bulk standards, design requirements, and any other development controls. That redevelopment plan process would occur at a later date, would return to the planning board for review and recommendation, and would be adopted by the township committee by ordinance after public hearings. Those matters are not before the board tonight. In closing, tonight's action is limited to the statutory findings and the recommendation. I am here to answer any of the questions that the board may have.
Thank you, Mr. Coyce. So you're recommending that it be redesignated, right? That's the finding.
Yes. May I
Is-
just, sorry, Mr. Chairman, if I just make clear. My recommendation is that the property Block 6 meets the criteria and should be included within the redevelopment area. And I just wanted to bring to everyone's attention, this is what the redevelopment would look like if Block 6 is included with the existing municipal landfill that is in the redevelopment area.
All right, thank you. So the area to the right, on the other side of Sunnymead, that's I, right? That's an I zone?
Yes,
This is all RA,
Lot
Is it-
6 is.
Lot 6. And 7.02?
Is in the I-1 light industrial.
And what's that structure closer to, south of it?
That is Great Dane.
Okay,
Right.
okay. Yeah, then the, yeah. Okay. Does anybody from the dais have any comments or questions for Mr. Coyce?
Yeah, can you comment a little bit about the prior use as a landfill, how long ago that was closed? I know it's in the report, but maybe just for our edification, how bad was it, how bad is it, or how good is it? As far as a landfill or prior landfill, and it's just forested now, there's nothing on it?
Well, so there's only so much detail I could go in that as at the time we had the township engineer produced all of the studies. I do want to make it clear that the landfill is no longer owned by the township as we have sold it. But prior to that happening, there was a number of things that had to happen. There was a series of monitoring type of things that were put onto the landfill that had to meet the satisfaction of NJDEP and meet the satisfaction of the purchaser of the property, which is Sunnymead Ventures. This property, my understanding is that the landfill ceased operations in 1985. In 2001, it was closure and a post-closure plan prepared for the landfill. 2002 to 2004 studies were completed evaluating the landfill, closure operations costs, and capping materials. And then after that, after the township classified it as a brownfield site, shortly thereafter, they put it out to the public. Sunnymead Ventures came into the equation and came to the agreements that they were going to do all the things necessary to close the landfill. Does that answer your question? Okay, great.
Thank you, Mr. Coyce.
You're welcome.
Any other questions from the dais?
Mr. Coyce, I just want to be clear, the smaller lot has also been remediated 100%, right?
Through our study, we have no records of Lot 6 being contaminated in any way.
Okay,
That's our understanding.
okay. So we won't know for sure until we do testing.
So the property owner, at some point we'll be able to hear from the property owner and they'll do all the necessary things that would be required in order to develop the property and conducting any studies that they would, and they may have those already completed at this time. But through our study, we looked at the land use patterns and all the different things through historic aerials to try to understand how the property was used previously. And again, all we could find was that it was used agricultural at some point and then became heavily forested in the last several decades.
Okay. So hopefully nothing.
Yes, hopefully.
Any other
Yeah.
comments?
Well, we don't own that property, so obviously the property, if they had to, in the phase one, phase two, that would be revealed at that time. And then if there's anything they would have to do, they'd have to remediate, yeah. So obviously I was probably here long enough to remember when it was a dump, or landfill, whatever you want to call it. And it's been closed and vacant now for at least 20-plus years, 30 years, and the remediation was done, and the monitoring wells, as Mr. Coy said, and as a history, I believe that there, there has been a no further action from an LSRP standpoint on the old site. And a lot of it was waiting for DEP approval during COVID. That's why it's been so long since been 2017 to now for it to come to us, because that was the timing that it took to get all the approvals done. So, but it's been capped for a long time, and obviously empty, not generating any use.
All right. Any other thoughts, comments from anybody? And what action do we,
So before there's any action by the board, we need to have finished the public hearing so we can open it up now to the public. If anyone, members of the public, have any comments or questions regarding this specific investigative report that was just provided, testimony by Mr. Fortune.
so, got a motion and a second to open the public?
Move to open to public.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, open the public. Anybody from the public has any comments on this planning board business, please come up to the mic and state your name and address and provide comment.
Maria Janusik, 720 East Freck Avenue, Manville, New Jersey. I'm also a Hillsborough Township property owner, Block 86, Lot 3, 2155 Camp Lane Road. It was stated that the township sold this property. To whom was it sold?
Do you have that?
May I answer that?
Yeah, please.
Sunnymead Ventures LLC.
Sunnymead Ventures, and when was it sold?
I have here June 27, 2023, the township approves the redevelopment and property sale agreement for the landfill parcel.
Approved it, but was that, and that's when it was sold in 2023
That's the date I have for the sale.
for the sale? And how much was it sold for?
I do not have that information.
Is that information available anywhere?
Yes, that information, I believe, is public and would have been done as a resolution by the township committee, but I unfortunately don't have that with me this evening. But that is something that you can request from township administration.
Okay, so that sale would have been done by resolution?
Possibly by ordinance for sale.
By ordinance for
Yes.
sale? How big is that? How big is this property?
This property is, I'm sorry, lot 6? Is that which one are you asking about?
The landfill, so that was.
Oh, the landfill is 10.7 acres.
10.7, okay, and lot 6 is how big?
I believe 4.37.
Okay, so who owns lot 6 right now?
Sunnymead Ventures owns the property. It's common ownership.
I'm sorry, what?
Sunnymead Ventures owns it under a different name, which is somewhat common for some developers to do, is they'll own different entities by different names, but we have been informed that it is owned by Sunnymead Ventures. So they own both properties.
Do you know if that was a recent purchase?
I do not have the date for when that was acquired.
Okay. The landfill needed to be cleaned up, yes?
It needs to be cleaned up, yes.
still needs to?
It has not been completed.
Oh. All right, so what is the purpose of merging Lot 6? Is it anticipated there's going to be some kind of building done on that soon?
The idea behind adding Lot 6 is to give the owner / the developer an opportunity to try to utilize as much of the property as possible, which they have a responsibility to fully close the landfill. And part of this, by them developing the property, they'll have the ability to fully close it, which is a benefit to the township and for the township to essentially have a rateable on the properties and both properties, which we currently don't have essentially. So those are the purposes. And through the redevelopment law, the idea is to do this, and through the redevelopment plan is to allow appropriate uses and different standards to try to promote that the properties are going to be developed, because it's in the township's best interest for the property to be developed, because we need the landfill to be closed, which the developer is assuming all responsibilities to close the property in accordance with all NJDEP requirements.
So how long had this property been owned by Hillsborough Township?
I do not have that information. All I have is that the landfill ceased operations in 1985. I do not know how long the township owned it or how long the landfill was in operation prior to that. I did not come with that information.
And is there any reason why throughout all these years, the township hasn't worked on cleaning up that property?
Cost.
Right. Cleaning up a landfill can be very expensive, and in order for the property to be sold to the developer, there was a number of things that the township had to do. There was different methane gas studies that were conducted. There was a passive methane venting system that was designed and installed. And when I was referring to before, that it had these monitoring mechanisms had to reach an appropriate level for the owner to feel satisfied to go forward with the full purchase of the property. But all of this took time. All of this took time.
There's been a lot of time that has passed also since then. Are there records showing what has been cleaned up to date?
My understanding is that nothing has technically been cleaned up, that the landfill, again, we're going to be getting into this a little bit further down the line, as the developer will be able to talk about exactly where things are at. But my understanding is mostly what the township did was installed a lot of these monitoring mechanisms to make sure that, the gas wasn't coming out in exceedance to what the NJDEP allows, and also in satisfaction to the developer. But the developer is taking action on the full closure. I don't have the information from the owner of the property as to the exact status, but we sold it essentially as is.
And in regard to that methane gas, is that still emitting methane gas?
So I'm a licensed professional planner. I'm going to have to defer to any of the professionals that the developer, owner of the property has and can talk about the exact status. The last time that the township, when we owned the property, yes, that was something that we were paying our professionals to monitor and to look at. Once everything reached the satisfaction of all the parties, that's when we were able to sell the property. So the township, we have no information right now as to the exact status of the landfill.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Anybody else from the public want to comment?
Okay.
Is that a no?
Yeah. I was just making sure because it's a resident to an adjacent property.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to comment? Please come up.
I'm Loretta Kubiak from 303 Sunnymead Road. Adjacent is number 5 block. I just want to know how long it would be before this whole thing would be taking effect, a year, 2 years?
So the township committee would have to take action after this. If they were to take action, then it would basically be authorizing me to finish the redevelopment plan. We would have to put the redevelopment plan into action. That would essentially give the developer all the rights in terms of what they can develop on the property. So I don't have an exact timeline, but that could take a few months. But again, there's different things that are out of our control at the moment because it has to go through the process. So there will be proper notices and things like that. The redevelopment plan has to be adopted as an ordinance. So there would be public notices and things like that. And then there would be no development of the property until after that process, if that answers your question.
Okay. How long, what about the traffic from those condos or houses?
That's a different matter entirely, but, so I'm not, I mean, there's several developments, so I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but
The one on 6, the one that you're probably gonna, apparently you would want to build.
There was nothing indicated to what's being built here at all.
Oh, okay.
There was no indication of
Right,
any,
it's not- has nothing to
this
do
is
with it.
strictly just to make the area designated as an area of redevelopment. That's all this is about.
Okay.
There's no anything other than that.
right, the other projects are in the pipeline already as far as being built, traffic impact studies and all that. So as far as this property goes, we really don't know.
Okay,
If I may just add to that, once the redevelopment plan is done, the applicant would then have to apply. And then that would go through all the proper noticing requirements, everyone within 200 feet, there'd be public notice. It would go through hearings and things like that, and all those types of questions in terms of how it's impacting the area and everything that's associated with the development application would be the time for that.
okay.
So we'll see you again? Or
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna make sure it takes a long, long time.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else from the public? It's not that bad, right? All right, so, Counselor, how do we, all right, a motion to close public hearing and
Move to
second?
close.
Second from somebody?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And next step?
Next step would be entertain a motion if the board's desire to recommend this lot 6, as area, a non-condemnation area in need of redevelopment. What our office would do then is memorialize the action of the board via a resolution that we will then adopt at the board's next meeting. We'll have it prepared in between. But at this point, it would just be a motion to recommend lot 6 as a non-condemnation area in need of redevelopment.
Does somebody want to make that motion?
I'll make that motion,
If
Mr. Chairman.
Sorry, if I could just add one thing to that. This is technically an amendment of the prior redevelopment area, so I just want to make sure that's clear. It is in the report, but just for the record.
But it doesn't have to be part of the motion, that.
Yeah, just, yeah,
Okay, so we're good
This is
with that.
just lot 6,
So we're good
which
with
is the
that.
correct,
amendment.
adding, yeah.
7 point- Yeah.
That's the amendment.
Right.
I
Right.
still make that motion.
In a second.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Sirachi?
Yes.
Mr. Flagg? Yes. Mr. Radowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Deb?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Lapani?
Yes.
Mayor Payne?
Yes.
Vice Chair Peason?
Yes.
And Chair Chicurley.
Yes.
Thank you, David.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on to business from the floor for matters not on the agenda. Like stated before, please give your name and address. And anybody have any comments for business not on the agenda?
Maria Janusik, 720 East Freck Avenue, Manville, New Jersey. I think it was a couple of years ago, M&M Realty had an application before this board, and that application was approved, but that was all part of a settlement agreement, and the one property, and that property, Sherman Tract Phase 2, that property was owned by the township. Has that property been sold to M&M Realty?
To my knowledge, it has not yet been sold.
So the application was approved, but that property was not owned by that developer. Is there a time frame by when they have to take some kind of action?
I don't.
I'm just
know
going
if
to
this is-
ask, Counselor, aren't we in the middle of litigation? So we probably shouldn't be commenting on this.
We're not gonna be able to respond at this point then, because if it's in litigation, we're not gonna be able to give you any information.
I'm sorry, it's what, it's in litigation?
Yes, that's what I've been advised. It's in litigation.
There may be some litigation. Iron out the details, that's
Oh, what?
ironing out some details.
Okay. I'm sorry, this gentleman, you're taking the place of Attorney Bernstein this evening?
Yes.
And what is your name?
I'm filling in Dominic Dion with the firm.
Dominic what?
Dion,
Diani. All right, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other business from the floor? If not, we don't have any ordinances, and I'll look for a motion and a second to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Remind me, meeting
Thank you.
February
Next
5th.
meeting is February 5th. It's a regular meeting.
Good night, all.
All right, good night.